Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Wherever you happen to find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world we live in, this is another scene for Unmask Orlando. This evening's scene is set once more in the Hemingway's restaurant on the property of the Hyatt Regency Hotel, also known to the more nocturnal as the Elysium. And gathering is a rather eclectic and odd bunch of kindred. And I'm just going to go down the line and let each of you do your intros, starting from the left of my screen. Alexandra.
Why always me?
Because you're the one who ends up on the left side of my screen. Don't fucking ask me.
Fine. Um, well, I'm staying at the hotel, so I'm down there at the restaurant being fabulous and all. And let's say I'm having a short conversation with my personal assistant, Barb, about finishing up the decoration of my new apartment before I send her off to go rest. And yeah, I'm just sitting there waiting for whatever's gonna happen.
Okay, up next is. Your character's name is Thomas, right, Larry?
Yes, that's right.
You're up next. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Good evening. I'm just hanging around the hotel myself in the bar, getting some blood wine while indulging myself in some whiskey.
Okay. Next up is. John. John, you still here?
You're talking to me?
Yes.
Oh, hi. I'm John. We are merely here to make new friends, to listen. So I guess we are by the bar, trying to mingle and fail miserably at it. And uh, oh crap. Yes.
Okay, up next is Arjun.
Arjun is probably standing somewhere where he can see most of the room, and not somewhere where someone can sneak behind him. He's pretty sure no one's going to sneak. It's just how he likes to stand, and he's just watching.
Up next, we have Abe. Yes, go on.
What's going on? Why is it blinking?
We can't hear you now.
Abe would enter the restaurant and cast his gaze around the room. Quite likely notice one awkward individual attempting to mingle at the bar and failing miserably, and may well go over there to make his acquaintance.
Okay, next up, and yes, Abe is the Primogen of Clan Malkavian. Next up is, I'm going to butcher this name, I am so sorry, Giacobo?
You're okay. Giacomo,
Okay.
it's okay. Giacomo, Joey, Joe.
Okay, yeah, that's probably
Because
what,
that's the
I'm just going to say, because
that's the
that's
European
going to be easier.
equivalent. So Jacobo is going to emerge into the restaurant from his hotel room, and nod to the familiar people I suppose Alexandra, right? You were in the restaurant, weren't you?
Yes,
Yeah,
right
that
now, therefore,
bartender.
everyone except Vance has introduced themselves.
Okay, okay. So I'll give a nod to Alexandra because we know each other, and I'll take a seat at the bar, sort of like where around where Thomas is, on
Okay.
one of the stools. I'll just ask for a glass of water and just hold the water there on the bar.
I mean, you could ask for blood. It is the
Oh,
Elysium,
oh
and
shit,
there are
yeah.
no mortals present, so you are
If
safe to.
if that is the case, I will ask for Bloody
I mean, there's
Mary.
Barb, but she's in the know.
I'll ask for a Bloody Mary, in quotation marks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One would be sat in front of you. By
Perfect.
the way, I will go ahead and pop up an image of Abe because his thing is not working. So there is Abe.
Yeah, those are the eyes of a Malkavian, right?
Okay. And last but not least, Vance.
Vance, Vance just strolls into the Elysium, wearing a Punisher t-shirt and a black leather jacket, and motorcycle mittens,
Of course.
of course. Just kind of walks on in with a sort of powerful, overconfident stride. Taking a drag off his cigarette as he walks in and just kind of muses to himself just how remarkably tame this place is. But at least there is an Elysium. At least that can be appreciated. He kind of says to himself, trying to convince himself to remain. As he'll probably just take a seat, and everybody can hear the chairs that's dragged across the floor briefly. As he just kind of takes a seat by a nearby door or window, so he can just smoke without covering the place in smoke.
At that point, he would be approached by this man. No smoking in the restaurant, sir.
Are you fucking serious? I'm literally right by a window.
I don't care if you're right by the window.
I'm literally smoking
He
out the window.
literally points at the no smoking sign placed on the wall. If you want to smoke, go out on the patio. There are tables out there.
Jacobo will overlook this situation from his seat as he sips his Bloody Mary.
So are you going to put it out or are you going to go outside?
What he does is he just folds the cigarette, and then just flicks it out the window and over the patio. It probably just goes well over the patio because Bruja. In fact, I think I found out that Vance's dice pool for just flicking things is actually really high. So
Okay. We will just assume that it goes over the patio and into the pool beneath it.
Oh, isn't there like a bin he can just flick it into and then just arrogantly smoke out the window into the room as a petty act of defiance?
Yeah, probably good.
Neat. Okay, he just flicks it into the room and
this
exhales.
young woman walks up. Is there a problem, Castile? Not anymore. Good. Oh, it's you.
Oh, it's you.
Mr. Weisling, yes?
Yeah, you can just call me Vonster. Everybody does.
It's a little informal for my liking.
Well, I mean, someone's gotta be informal. This place is full of formalities.
Katya would literally just kind of roll her eyes. Mm. Well, do enjoy your evening. Is there anything we can get you?
No, I'm pretty good tonight.
Okay. At which point she would walk away as quickly as she feasibly can.
He's just
Like there is a
he's
distinct
just
air of irritation.
he's just gonna say, thanks for saying hi to us. Very respectful of you.
Alexandra will shoo Barb away, and she's going to nod to Katya with the hopes that she's gonna approach her.
Yeah. I have to say, as Katja walks away, Arjun just says, "Does he frustrate you so much that I do not get a good evening?" And he'll smile at her. He's being playful.
Oh, shut up, Arjun. She would approach Alexandra.
Good evening, Primogen. Would you like to sit with me for a little bit?
Fuck you, Bishop. Katya would, sit down, and Castiel would come around the bar and place a glass of vodka in front of her.
So, how is this evening treating you?
Well, it was treating me very well until just now.
Am I to assume that this is my clanmate?
Yes, that is your clanmate.
Hmm.
If you would like to go, deal with that yourself, I certainly am in no mood to do so.
How bad can it be?
Mm. Why don't you go find out?
Abe moves up by John and says to him, without any introduction or even worrying about any such formalities, "Ooh, watch this. This could be interesting."
John looks at you in the eyes like an idiot. Are we watching?
Oh, that was a bad idea. Looking Abe in the eyes is not, the best idea in the world.
Why would you look at a Malcave in the eyes? Why?
I mean,
Well,
I
they're
feel
both
like this is much more apt for Ventry, to be honest.
I mean, works for both, for different reasons.
Yeah, but they're both Malkavian. They can communicate probably.
Everybody knows they have their mumbo jumbo mental thing going on, i.e., the Madness Network.
John, how high is your auspex?
2.
Okay.
Oh yeah, can I try activate Aspect and try to eavesdrop on everyone in the room?
Yeah, you are welcome to. Auspex is probably one of the more difficult ones to, get caught
Mhm.
using.
I will do so.
Vance for the record is just texting people he knows because he's now bored.
John, are you using Sense the Unseen or something like that?
I am using
No,
heightened
it's literally
senses.
just heightened senses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, basically I'm listening on everyone.
Yeah, he likes to
Aspect
eavesdrop.
level 1.
You're welcome to eavesdrop on me drinking my blood wine
Okay.
I thought he was drinking whiskey.
as well.
Arjun is just being silent, so you can eavesdrop on him all you want for right now.
They only give
So,
you a shot of whiskey, but they give you a glass of wine.
a few moments later, after John and Abe have their little discussion, this woman walks into the bar. And she would walk right up to Abe. Well, well, well. If it isn't my darling childer, how long has it been?
Abe's eyes would grow wide as he stood and slowly turned to face this individual. It has been the better part of 4 centuries.
So it has.
Abe is wearing a rather clearly visible face of shock and confusion.
You don't look happy to see me. Oh, yeah.
Where's Abe situated right now?
What'd you say, Bishop?
Where is Abe situated right now? Like, where is he in the
He's
restaurant?
up at the bar.
Neat.
But Vance would be able to clearly see what all is happening.
John is just going to look forward and pretend he is not listening.
I'm just paying attention in the background to what's going on.
Shall we take this conversation outside? Abe would say.
Yes, I suppose we should. Having such a intimate conversation shouldn't be so public. At which point she would walk towards the patio, heels clicking on the floor.
Abe would accompany.
And now you guys are welcome to roleplay amongst yourselves while we...
Is Katya still with me at the table?
Yes, she is still with you at the bar.
Vance is just gonna walk up to. Vance is just gonna walk up to. Is there a barman or something?
Yes, Castiel is actually behind the bar, serving drinks and whatnot.
Oh, cool. Is there a TV in here, by the way?
Yes, there are several TVs, mostly tuned. Some of them are tuned to news, some of them are on sports events.
Cool.
but they can request a change to the programming be made with Castiel, and he is generally pretty agreeable about
What sport we
changing the
got?
station.
Basketball, American football,
Given the
soccer,
time of year, probably baseball.
baseball.
Certainly not cricket.
Yeah, given the time of year, probably baseball.
All right, that's it'll do. Kind of snaps his flip phone shut and just begins watching the baseball. He just pulls himself up to the bar, probably next to Alexandra and friends.
I think I'm at the table, not at the bar.
Oh, never mind then. I thought Katja was with you.
Yeah, but I was at the table.
Yeah.
I
Never
mean,
mind.
So
Katya's
that
at the
it
bar,
was
apparently.
it was
Katya can feel free to go to the bar. It will give me a chance to do something.
yeah. Katya will go up to the bar so she can talk to Castiel briefly.
Okay, well, Alexander will very discreetly write a note on a business card.
Question. The area where Vance was sitting on earlier, was that, can you see or hear what's been happening in, where the two Malkavians went?
I mean, I doubt Vance would. Alright,
I mean,
maybe with heightened senses you could, but yeah. I mean, I doubt those two kindred are going to be having a conversation right next to an open window.
Well, he has
Yeah,
heightened
no, that's not going to happen. Also, Evelyn has Auspex 6. I wouldn't recommend trying to eavesdrop on her.
unless you're sick of your character and you want to make a new one,
Hey,
Yeah,
we're in
just play it.
Elysium. It will happen in the next scene.
Yeah, both of them, have Auspex 5 plus. So go ahead, try to eavesdrop on them.
I mean, hey, you challenged me once.
Oh Lord,
Oh,
true.
Jesus.
Should not challenge you. You'll fucking do it.
So
Do not be a douche.
yeah, but Vance is just gonna head up to bar. He's just gonna begin watching baseball.
John is going to, I guess, turn to his side and see you, and he's going to ask you, "Hi, hello, uh, what's your name? We are very curious. We want to make new friends."
Okay, that's not unbelievably fucking ominous. Hey, who are you?
I am John. I have been told to move here by someone, and I would be interested in meeting the people in this area. They seem nice.
Okay,
He
kind
pulls up his hand and tries to shake your hand, I guess.
he kind of just looks you up and down.
He smiles at you.
And then he'll take your hand, and he gives you a very strong grip. He's quite physically powerful, or imposing. And he says, "Name's Vance."
Pleased to meet you, Vance. I hope your future leads somewhere very bright and wonderful.
Wonderful, sure. Bright, hopefully not.
We can all hope for that.
Yeah. Kind of like a shifty eyes from Vance.
He's just smiling. So what do you do in this beautiful city, Vance? We are curious.
Why do you keep saying we?
Mm, because I am not alone. Someone else is here. You
Okay.
see a bag on the table next to him, a leather bag. We just merely want to converse.
You did not have the best luck in school, did you?
Well, what do you mean?
That's fine, man. I don't think it would matter if I explained it.
I just wanted to make new friends in this beautiful city. Oh dears, oh dears. And they said that we should make new friends, learn more about everything in this place.
Wait, who said?
My friend, she is always here next to me. He is smiling again.
After a while, you see both of the two Malkavians that were on the patio walk through the restaurant past everyone without a word and leave the building.
Are they taking normal footsteps or are they pissed off people footsteps?
There seems to be a very distinct tension in the air around the both of them.
So, John, was it?
Yes?
What clan you from, buddy?
Oh, I believe you already know where I am from.
I really don't.
Really. Ah, I am from Clan Malkavian.
Alrighty.
And what about you, Mr. Van?
Ruja, kind of in the whole, punk get up thing. Kind of our gig. Not that I'm laying
So
a
that's
claim,
why
but I
you
am kind
are
of laying a claim.
dressed like a very fancy hobo. I understand now.
Dude, you're literally wearing a vest.
So, well, Mr. Vance, I have a very fun thing to ask you. Would you like to make a bet, a deal? It's just a tiny fun game.
What's on the line?
Well, I don't know what you want, but if I win, you get to be a friend. And he smiles.
Is Arjun close enough to listen to hear that conversation?
If you're close to the bar, probably.
I mean, he
God, tell
wouldn't
me
be too
you
far.
are.
He probably wouldn't be too far from the bar.
So can we overhear such? Can we be witness of such an encounter?
I mean, definitely Thomas would, because he's also at the bar. And, well, yeah, if you're all at the bar, probably.
Arjun is at the bar, but probably not far from it. If you just like a few meters from it, he
Uh,
smirks. He smirks listening to those two.
Yeah, Vance is just kind of has this look of what when he's looking at John, it's this kind of It's a look of vague confusion and like slight irritation.
Just saying, walking over, tapping John on the shoulder. If you want to be my friend, you can refill my drink.
I'm sorry, but your accent is too thick and I could not understand it. Could you repeat that?
Yeah, we all have that problem.
All right, I want to learn.
Not
If
all
you-
of us have trouble understanding him.
Yes, some of you don't have your ears filled with wax.
All non-Irish, in any case.
Also, John says that in character as well.
Well, in character, John, you should clear out your ears, or unless you need help with that.
What a very weird thing to ask.
It wasn't. I wasn't asking. I was suggesting.
What a very weird thing to suggest.
I know you're Malkavian, but you should definitely take it.
So, could you repeat what you said?
If you want to be my friend, refill my drink.
Well, that is easy enough. Yeah, looks at the bartender. Please refill this man's drink, for he is about to be a friend.
Castiel
Cheers.
would have come over and topped up the drink.
I'll be both your friends if you kiss.
Boom.
I give you a weird sideways look.
He laughs. He was clearly joking.
That would earn a serious side eye from Katya.
I'm on cabin for that, just saying.
I am almost willing to do anything to gain a new friend. Friends are very important after all. If you're new to a city, they can teach you everything you want to know if you ask politely enough.
Yeah, that's a good mindset to have, bro. Sorry, bro is not applicable here, my friend.
What do you mean teach?
Well, in every place there is always something different, something to learn.
He's talking
Right.
about boons. You're looking for boons, friend?
No, I do not like collecting those. They have too many things attached to them. It is a hassle. What I desire is to learn what the secrets of a city holds, and the friends always know something, even if it's just a tiny bit.
I should have you write poetry for me, my friend. I don't even know what you were trying to say.
Alexandra is pretty amused looking at all this, and she will walk over there to John and put a hand on his shoulder and says, "Here's some friendly advice. Maybe as soon as you move to a new city, maybe not trust everyone right away."
Who said
I'll be your
anything about
friend.
trusting? I am merely trying to start a friendship.
Alright,
There is
people,
no
give the man
trusting
some
involved.
space.
Yeah, we're hogging the poor kid here.
I don't believe I have met you. You must be Vance, I assume, from what I've heard.
I don't know, what have you heard?
That there is another member of my clan in this city that I've yet to meet, and that it's probably you.
Arjun is shooting him a SMS as catch up or get one. I'll PM it to you.
Okay.
Let's just gonna turn back to John for a second. John, you have a phone.
Do you want to continue the thing I was asking? A fun little game.
By the
We
way,
first met.
Arjun would notice that Katya is very much struggling figuring out how to actually open the text message that he sent her.
He'll sigh.
She looks like she's about ready to throw this brick of a phone across the room.
So yeah,
Uh,
at that point,
Oh my
yeah.
god, that's
Do you
huge.
need
Anyway,
help?
Vance is
All of the phones are kind of bricks at this point. It's 2000.
Yeah.
The phones are not what they
They're
are
like-
today.
they're basically shitty flip phones. That's what
Yeah,
they
they're
are.
shitty little flip phones.
Yo, I remember those.
Yeah,
But
I remember
The
them
fucking
too.
razors, man.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
believe
the
the term
Ericsson
you're looking
bricks.
for. The
oh,
term you're looking
man.
for is I love my brick.
Mhm.
She
Anyway,
hates
he's just
her brick.
Yeah. Yeah,
Are we all seeing that?
It's not that difficult to see. She's, sitting there
Okay,
fucking.
then I will
Arjun,
go on her side and show her what to do and be discreet not to see what she's needs to see.
Thank
Vance
you.
is just taking pleasure in her struggling how to use basic
Don't worry
technology,
about it.
but
It will take some time, but we'll get used to it.
that's what they all say. Anyway, John, yeah, you want to do some sort of weird bet thing that still hasn't been explained to me, and frankly creeps me the fuck out, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it's only fun. We just have to figure out what will happen next in the next few days between those two.
Oh, I have absolutely no idea. I know neither of them.
Hmm, could be good fun.
Also, they're literally your clan. You'd probably have a better idea than I.
I don't know anything. I would.
Actually, Vance would not know that those two were Clan Malkavian.
Oh yeah, that's true. He wouldn't. You're
He
right.
has not met either one of them, so
No,
he does
that's not
not know
true.
that they are Malkavians.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, jumping guns.
Yeah, metagaming.
Metagaming.
It's okay. I'm an anarch. I don't fucking care.
that's not how it
I do what I want.
Is that an in-character statement inside the Elysium?
7 point merit. I do what I want. No, it's it's literally the changing form because I think I can. No, Vance is just gonna go. No, instead he'll revise the statement. He'll just say, "I have no idea. I've met neither of them. In fact, being in my cave, you'd probably have a better idea than I would, considering your clan always seems to know shit that you know
Oh, so you do
they
not
shouldn't."
want to have fun. Oh well.
Oh, I'm always down for fun. I don't really see what it's a bet. Like, do you want me to go out of my way to? I don't want to play in here. Like,
Well, I will give you my service if you figure out what they are talking about, and if I win, you will be a friend.
hmm, you know what, mate? You're fucking awkward, but you are pretty chill. So how about this? We just trade phone numbers, and I'll contact you later. You seem like you're trying to get a lay of the land.
Well, that is boring, but okay.
I mean, why? I don't really see why. I don't see why I should go out of my way to fuck with these people's business for no reason. I mean, that's me
Because
fucking
it is,
saying that, man.
because it is interesting.
I
Oh,
mean,
but
yeah, but if it's so
Messing
interesting of
about
mine, you
in the
do.
business of elders will always come back to bite you.
that's what makes
I
it
mean,
even more interesting.
to be
John,
fair,
my
if we
Every
friend.
don't,
time.
it comes back to bite us anyway, so it's kind of an even trade.
John, because you're my friend, I'll say this to you nicely. But curiosity did kill the cat for a reason.
You play with
And
fire, you might get burned, bro.
If that were true, wouldn't like
Now, the full saying is curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back.
there you go. I mean, come on, let's be honest. Most of us would be fucking dead if you actually listen to that saying.
You never
Like
get
most of us.
anything unless you do something risky for it.
I mean, yeah, I agree.
Not necessarily true.
I
You
mean,
Mm,
I
could
just
instead played smart.
I mean, yeah, but
That
you got,
and
you want to, it's kind of, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
that and pissing off an elder is the equivalent of dropping into lava.
Yeah, the only people who can, gain something without venturing anything are those who already have wealth and power. So, people like us on the ground level, unfortunately, good madam, we actually have to put our asses on the line half the time. Might be a foreign concept, but there you go.
Well, are you
Excuse-
willing to occupy the position they take? Do you feel
What?
qualified to be in their place instead?
What?
I'm just asking because that's what I'm getting.
That's a very random question.
Was it? Okay.
But,
I might have misunderstood you then.
yeah.
My apologies.
No, what I'm saying is that those who already have power don't really have to risk much to attain more because it's sort of it basically creates its own return, whereas those without power often have to risk the most for the least. A very uneven set of exchanges and rules.
Are
That's
you
how war has
implying
always been.
that those who have power have not made it through where you are now in order to achieve this power?
I'd say a good many of them.
I'm not sure. Indeed, there might be kindred who are, let's say, embraced into wealth and, let's say, some sort of privilege.
Oh, absolutely. There's immense
Yes,
amount of
but
privilege in kindred society. It's just different from mortal society.
I'm sure that the kindred with much more experience than ours.
I mean,
who-
ask Prince Mithras. I mean, I'm sure his child will experience a wealth of privilege.
Yes, but if I'm not mistaken, Mithras had to endure much suffering over his lifespan, so to speak,
I
in
mean,
order to get where he is. Am I
what
not
do you know
correct?
about Mithras?
Do I know about Mithras out of character? I'm sorry.
No, he's saying, what
If
do you know about Mithras? Like, in character, he's like, what do you know about Mithras? 'Cause
not
Uh,
much,
Mithras-
just general stuff, I suppose.
Give me a knowledge or intelligence vampire lore.
Intelligence, vampire
I
lore.
don't
How
remember
much?
whether I listed it as vampire or kindred lore.
it's the same thing, more or less.
It's the same fucking thing though.
Fuck, what's my lore? Where is it?
Your dice pool is going to be
So I have 3 plus.
and it'll be a total of 6 dice.
Indeed. Okay.
Difficulty is going to be like
This Mithras is
it's
past,
fucking
dude.
Mithras, like maybe 3. Pretty much everyone knows who Mithras
Okay.
is.
Everybody
Okay.
knows who Mithras is, but how many people actually know
Did I do it
Mithras
right?
the man, right?
Yes, you did. Good job.
So I suppose I know some things, right?
Oh yeah, you know pretty good amount, pretty good deal about.
Mithras. Let me check the wiki out because I don't know the details.
Well, it depends.
I
Like,
don't
is this
remember the
general?
details.
Is this general information, or is this like
This
deep
is just
into his past?
general information. This isn't like the deep into his past shit.
Yeah,
This
because
is
I've
Well,
done
I
a
know
few,
where
like,
he's from. I know he's very old. I mean, Mithras is in the Roman pantheon. I know that
yeah.
from my history knowledge. So I can put 2 and 2 together, I suppose.
He's literally a god.
Yeah, well, yes, he's literally a god in the Roman pantheon. Well, not in the Roman pantheon. They were willing to accept Mithras into the Roman pantheon, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe it was
But Mithras the cult of Mithras wanted to have Mithras as a single god, like the Christian god. You could say he's a precursor to the Christian god, if I'm not, well, to the idea of the Christian
Yeah,
god,
he was.
if I'm not mistaken.
he's monotheistic.
He was
Yeah.
Persian in
Mhm,
origin.
mhm. It's originated from the Middle East. Yes, this cult, and it has infiltrated in Rome, and Romans didn't really like that. They don't like monotheistic stuff that messes with their pantheon.
Well, in any case, I believe that Mithras Childer were already privileged before even being embraced.
I mean, that's not really
That's
Excuse
what I
me?
would assume.
counterpoint. I'd say that makes it even worse.
Indeed.
If you'll excuse me, good dear kindred, I'm going to retire for the day.
Cool, no problem. What's your name again?
Thomas McMahon.
You are the Assamite, no?
Yes,
An
Asimite
Assamite.
assassin at your service.
Oh,
Cool.
an Assamite here.
Well, we
Unusual.
may need your service soon enough. Do
What
you
a
have
diverse. Please. Sorry.
I take payment in the legal tender of the age.
leave me a card. I might need to contact you.
Yeah.
Certainly, I give
You already left one
Alexandra
with
my
me,
card.
did you not?
I did, yes.
Okay.
Francis just gonna copy the number from the card.
Can I gaze
I'm
on
going
the
to
card?
try to do so.
Will
I give John
anyone
one of my cards before I depart.
the obvious error?
I'm assuming you're heading out now.
I am, yes.
Okay. We'll talk to you later then.
Talk to you later.
Goodbye, dear friend.
Take it easy, man.
Bye bye. Assamites. Old Clan Zamisi. Ravnos, La Sombra. We have quite the odd collection of kindred in this city.
I might say that the diversity could prove very fruitful for this city. For the Camarilla, that is.
Nah, Club of Seven all the way, am I right?
It is very interesting. I can't wait to see where this future leads to.
Since we're all gathered here, there is a meeting that I have with the sheriff about a certain uh park that we need to rid of Sabat. If anyone would wish to volunteer,
I will.
all right.
You do that?
Why
You
not?
volunteered so eagerly. I wonder.
You wonder.
Well, perhaps the man have something to prove.
And perhaps a boy has something to say. He looks at John.
Hmm,
Are you willing to go into more detail about that certain statement?
No, I'm just curious. Can I join him as well? He
From
would like
behind the
to be.
bar, Castiel would also mention that he'll volunteer to go with you.
Well, since my old friend is joining, I'll just have to join too. And he'll smell smile at Castiel.
Oh, I got a question for you though. Miss, I have no idea what your name is.
Alexander Diamond.
Cool, Alex. I like it. Um, what's the bounty?
The bounty.
Yeah. Well, I presume, if we're going out of our way to, risk our lives again after one giant ass war, that, there's gonna be, some reward for the people, who put their lives on the line, right? I mean, that's totally fair.
I'm not getting any bounty, and I'll be right there.
Pardon?
I said I'm not getting any bounty, and I will be right there.
Well, I mean, if I guess if you want to, be fodder, I mean, that's your choice, I guess.
It's not my first rodeo.
Never said it was, but it doesn't change the fact.
Well, if you require payment, I don't think you should be speaking with me. But you're free to attend the meeting with the sheriff tomorrow.
Inquire
Yes, I'm
about it.
sure the sheriff will make sure anyone who attends is compensated appropriately.
Oh yeah. I mean, I assume it's not. I'm not trying to like play mercenary or anything. I just, it's anyone who generally people who risk their lives get rewarded for it, right? It's
Give some, take some, huh?
You will have to ask Clarence about that, but I'm sure rewards will be plenty to make up for any harm that may come your way.
neat.
Isn't liberating the city from Sabbat reward enough?
The risk that entails such an endeavor
I
should
was
be
gonna,
rewarded.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like the silence is pretty telling there. I mean, I get it, right? Like the Sabata bad, go
Coke's
kill,
Bishop,
right?
look at
Yep.
sidebar chat.
Yeah. I'll do that in a moment. But it's also like, I mean, if people are just constantly being thrown to the front lines or constantly being expected to fight for like an organization without any real sight of reward, well, then it's like, well, aren't those people just expendable pawns? Aren't those people just kind of, being set up to die effectively? Because I mean, you can survive like 10, 20, 100 battles. You're gonna fall in one of them if you just keep getting thrown onto the front lines.
Kachi would also look over at Castiel. Conrad is going as well, is he not? I do believe he expressed interest. I will ask him when we get home. Good. That will make 2 Elders of Clan Tremere in attendance.
Hmm.
Thank
Oh,
And I believe Miss Evie also expressed interest in joining us.
hmm. I mean, don't get me wrong, right? I kind of say this, because Clan Bourgeois is always expected to be the big fighty clan, so they're always expected to, like, go hit the big bads for the Camarilla, which isn't always appreciated, if I'm completely fucking honest.
Well, I will be honest with you, I am not one for combat situations. I am much better in the political realm. It's where I'm comfortable. But Conrad and Castiel are both much better in a combat situation than I could ever be. So, I would simply be a hindrance on the battlefield.
There you go. I mean, and that's legit. Like, if you don't feel like you're effective on the battlefield, you shouldn't feel obligated to fight. It should be, we shouldn't be running like some sort of pseudo draft system. Anyhow, um, yeah, I'll talk about it with the sheriff, and I mean, I also need to know like just how dangerous these Sabbat are, right? Like,
I believe most of us around the stable bar rather are aware of how dangerous they are, but I think it's very important that we keep the city safe.
that's an
Yes, and they
interesting
have
statement.
taken up a rather large residence in Lake Nona Park, and it needs to be taken care of.
Besides, I believe we are still in a state of war.
It's far too close to the airport. I don't like that they have territory in a rather critical place.
Perhaps my knowledge from my prior experience may prove useful to you.
I mean, I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
As long as it's useful.
Yeah, they're not going to appreciate it, but it's gonna. I mean, it will be useful.
Well, as long as I'm useful, I'm good.
There you go.
Well, see, you give some, you take some. Everything is a transaction, much like favors.
I'm not sure I'd agree with that, but I mean, I get your point. Anywho, speaking of none of this, actually, it's a completely irrelevant tangent. One fucking second. Let's see. You know how cool, you know how fucking convenient it is now that our phones have cameras. Like this is the fucking future right here.
I don't think.
Yeah, no, not yet, though.
No,
That's
damn it.
like 5 more
Okay,
years.
You're a bit premature,
I'm
dear.
a few years
5 more
ahead.
years,
Yeah,
bro. 5 more years.
5 more years.
No,
One
they
of
do
these
have
fucking
cameras.
days.
They're not great cameras, but they do have cameras.
They are cameras.
In
Okay.
2000, no.
Hey, I can use a shitty Kodak. It's fine. I can use
Man,
one of those shitty Kodak cameras. It's fine. I can use one of those miniature Kodak cameras. He's like,
Yeah, you
hey,
have to
one
develop
fucking
them in a green, in a red.
one fucking second. I just need to 1 sec. Here we go. I don't even know who this motherfucker is.
What?
Who?
Who now?
This fucking guy. He kind of holds it up. You have to look in the camera to see it. Actually, no. I'll say he was just printed off the photo because it's simpler.
Probably you would have it on film and developed at this point.
Right. I mean,
Katya would take the photo.
it's literally the picture of a guy who's fucking like bleeding from the fucking mouth. Looks like he's had his like fucking face, his skull partially caved in. Not enough to actually be dead.
That is the ghoul of our local Don. What happened?
Oh, you mean Giovanni guy?
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell did he piss off?
Oh. Well, I mean, huh.
Is that your handiwork?
Did you kick his ass?
I kicked his fucking ass.
So
What for?
as the dawn is mentioned, there's an odd chill in the air.
Mm.
Here's the
thing, right? Okay, so here's what this. I might have to have a talk with this Don then, because he's fucking ghouling fucking molesters. I mean, what the fuck?
I don't think you'll have to wait that long.
I mean, I don't really fucking care. My point being, right, is that basically this girl was about to was getting fucking handsy with some chick, and then fucking knocked her out. Could be considered a soft breach of the masquerade, to be completely honest, because the blow is enough to literally break the fucking. He literally punched her through a fucking chair, more or less. And I say that as in the stool fucking broke. And then I just fucking kicked his ass and ended that shit because he was about to fucking literally carry this poor bitch out of the building.
You didn't kill him?
Oh no, I didn't fucking kill him. I just sent him I just knocked his ass out and sent him a fucking message and say stop fucking around like an idiot.
Yeah, well, look how well that's used.
Like it's that eye bar, yes.
Yeah. That was me.
Okay. I will deal with this.
And what do you mean deal with this? You don't need to deal with anything.
Well,
this is just a ghoul acting like a prick, and he got put in the ground, and he didn't even die. Like, it's not even a big deal, really.
It's property, nonetheless. You messed with somebody's property, and that's not.
Well, you know what? They're messing with other fucking people for no reason. So maybe they should get fucking stuffed.
Do you think you stopped the problem in the city with molesters just by kicking this guy's ass?
I mean, no, but if you want to press the issue for some reason, like, you want to be that fucking guy who kidnapped women.
Would you shut up?
What the fuck?
He won't live long. The Don will not put up with that kind of behavior. He will put a bullet in his skull.
I mean, that's all I was going to ask the Don, to be honest. I was just going to be like, hey, you realize this guy's fucking doing this to people, right? Like, that's not a good look for you.
Yes, and once he finds out, that ghoul will be no more.
Well, one less molester on the streets.
Guys. It's not one of the ones he's had for a while. That one's new.
You have to wonder how they're choosing their goals.
I'm not interested in this gossip shit.
Most of their ghouls aren't too terrible. I hadn't actually met this one. I had seen him in the clubs, but
I think what's more important is that the school's acting like a prick and then he's got punished for it. And hey, if he wasn't meant to be doing this and he gets brought to task on that, then great.
and he likely will.
Awesome, I've done my job.
I respect that.
Yes, thank you for the warning.
I mean, Yeah, fuck me. Okay.
Yeah.
If there is anything I can do to thank you, just let me know.
Oh, actually, I have something. Actually, you might be able to help me with. It's nothing big. I don't know if you can help with it though. It's kind of like specific.
Specific in what way?
I just need some capital.
Money. Wow.
Yeah, pretty much.
You happen to be talking to the perfect person for capital here.
Absolutely fucking sick. Yeah, I just need enough to like buy a property. I mean, obviously I have a haven of my own. It's not really for something like that. If you think it's too much, I don't really mind. It's I've got.
She hands him her cell phone. Put your number in that thing, and I'll contact you.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just just looking for some quick capital and
It's becoming quite clear that she absolutely hates this cell phone.
Yeah, he says that as he just says all this as he puts his number into the cell phone. Vance should actually have I would assume Vance has a number. Like a number on like how much money he needs. Okay. Like an approximation of sorts. So he's just gonna be like, it's probably gonna be like, what number would you put it for it, Shana? Like, would you say in the hundreds of thousands, or would it be millions?
Let me find a property, and I will.
Has to be in Yola Heights or something.
What exactly kind of thing you want to buy?
It's gonna be.
Yeah, Vance hasn't actually mentioned the place or the name or anything like that.
Yeah, but he has to know what it is.
That's my business.
Shayna does, not Katya.
Yeah,
I need to know,
He's trying to buy like something like maybe a warehouse or like
okay, yeah,
or like a clubhouse
I guess depends how big and what area.
Well, like he could literally, it wouldn't be difficult for him to just like buy like what used to be a shop and then just build it out into something.
But yeah, Katya would close the cell phone, and I will contact you and just let me know what kind of property is needed and whatnot. I'll take care of the rest.
Yeah, I got my eyes on a couple places. I'll have a number for you in like 24 hours or less.
Thank you.
No problem. Didn't know this was such a big issue. I mean, obviously, I know Giovanni and Camarilla are all complicated because of the whole treaty thing, but...
Oh no, this is more of a personal issue, the idea that this specific ghoul was being inappropriate in such a manner just pushes some personal buttons for me.
Well, hey, I'm actually glad to hear it. The yeah, streets are looking okay apart from that one incident.
Good. No sign of any Sabat. No.
Nah, I mean, sometimes hard to tell with level of crime in Orlando. It's just it's just been on the down low. But I feel like this about would have been a bit louder. I mean,
Yes.
you know where I'm at. Like,
Floppy.
yeah,
Yeah, I know
depends on
where
the
you're at.
competent. Yeah, like I'm quite far away from both sides of that particular slice of the action, but it depends on the competence of the Sabat, really. I mean, I've seen Sabat have been more than happy to compete on the camera's wavelength and do all the Mortal Power games and all that. So,
Katya would wave her hand in the air, and Castiel would come out with a fresh round of drinks for everyone.
yeah, it's quite entertaining to watch, to be honest. If I could eat popcorn, I would. Oh, thanks. You'll just take the drink. I am. One sec.
Thank you. Thank
Vaughn
you.
pumps some blood so he can drink.
Unless it's a glass of blood he gives.
Oh, he would set both in front of everyone. One glass of alcohol, one glass of blood,
Yeah,
and
I
let
mean,
them
you should have known
choose.
by now that they bring both. And you can choose.
Yeah, he always
Thank
makes sure to set both because he knows Katya prefers, alcohol to blood because she can't always be completely certain of what is in the blood. So,
So,
Thank you, Castiel.
so
And for drink.
who you boyo? He points to Arjun.
I have not presented myself to you. And he'll smile.
You
Arjun,
Yeah, you don't need to be that formal. It's fine.
Arjun Malik. Yeah, Arjun Malik of Clan Ravnos.
Cool.
Katya would kind of move around the chair and move to sit in Arjun's lap.
And he'll kind of point to her phone. I could help you with this,
Fine.
Every time the phone is mentioned, Vance looks amused.
She would kind of narrow her eyes at Vance just a little bit.
Because he knows how elders operate, and he knows how they hate feeling vulnerable in public.
So John, have you had the chance to get comfortable in the city? Did you find a place to stay?
Oh, yes. With the help of Eve. We are still trying to get accustomed to your city. We are getting there. Oh,
It's good.
You keep saying we.
Yeah, I think it's the bag.
Yeah, perhaps you would like to give us a small performance again, like you did the last time.
Yeah, looks everywhere at everyone. He seems squeezy, I guess. Uh, there are too many
John
people,
is a
but I
musician, you see.
try.
Oh, cool. What you play?
Well, I could play the piano and I could play the trumpet.
Oh,
I can
cool.
also sing. Trumpet is highly preferable though, because it gives us chance to be together.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he opens his leather bag. He pulls out a trumpet. He he walks away for a bit, get in position.
And he rolls Dex performance.
Yep.
As
Roll
Vance
your
just
dex
as
performance.
Vance just goes, he's halfway towards being a full jazz quartet.
What's the difficulty?
I'll
Difficulty
just
check,
smirk.
standard diff.
Oh crap.
Oh wow!
Oh,
1, 2,
Oh.
nice.
3, 4, 5 successes.
Nice.
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 Hey, he's not even a bad jazz quartet.
He's gonna whisper to his trumpet in Icelandic again, and then he starts singing and using the trumpet, and he sings Lavian Rose. Did it sound good?
It
It
was
is
very good.
very stage fright can be a killer thing. Too many people,
Especially if you're a performer.
like
But
I
you
It's
don't
said
have
almost
to
before.
worry.
contradictory.
You don't have to worry about your performance. If Toreadors were here, they would be frozen in place.
We try our hardest, but again, like I said before, I have tried nothing, and nothing's really working. I need to fix that someday.
Yeah. Hey, so Alex, you said you wanted a chat, right?
Indeed, give me a call. I will take out the card that I had written the note and I'll give it to.
Is it just a card giving a number? Or is it like a business card which alludes
It's
to
a
some sort
business card,
of
and on the back side there's a note.
Okay. But what's the business card say? Is it like what business is it? I want to know so Vance can make fun of
Jewelry.
it.
Can I try to gaze upon it without looking very suspicious? I guess.
I mean, Vance isn't gonna allow anyone to look at the number. He's not gonna
I'll
want
take a
people
look
to
at the number too.
Well, they can look at the number. They can't look at the note.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
If you want to attempt to look at it without getting caught, I'm going to need
for the
a
number or the note, because the note
manipulation
stays down.
subterfuge.
could you repeat that?
Manipulation plus subterfuge.
Manipulation plus subterfuge roll.
2, 3, 4,
Yeah,
5,
is
6,
that
7,
for the
8,
number or for the note? Because the note is face down.
You're not going to be able to look at the note no matter what.
Okay. I only get one success on my perception alertness because Vance isn't really good at that.
Can I add
You
my
have it in your.
aspects into it?
Okay, why would you need to roll? You have the card in your hand.
You have the card, man.
It
No,
was
I'm rolling
successful
perception alertness. I'm
for,
rolling defense. I'm
Yeah.
rolling against people.
Arjun is also rolling perception alertness. Oh, look at that! He'll spot someone.
Watch me fail this.
I think.
Yep, I failed it really
Oh,
hard.
you
You
botched.
botched. You got a botch at
You
2
are-
degrees.
You are so obvious in your attempt to look at the number that anyone in the room could spot that.
Yeah, it actually serves
That
as a
was
wonderful cover for Jacobo, who now has a Markavian scapegoat.
John, if you wanted my card, you could ask for it there,
Uh,
and she
yeah.
will hand him another card.
The people that were trying to spy on it, what successes do you have?
I think Jacobo has 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Subtract 4. Yeah, 4 successes. You got 4 as well.
So that's bad or good?
Yeah,
Depends.
Defender wins, so who's Defender in this
wins.
case?
Yeah, but it's a fucking business card. I mean, you can just
Defender
ask
would
for
be
it.
Arjun.
I don't know. We're being creepy, all right?
Yeah,
He's
Arjun
being a
is
creepy
Defender
Sombra.
because he's the one trying to
Yeah.
make sure it doesn't get seen. So,
Arjun will smile at Jacobo. Wait, Jacobo?
Yeah.
Joey.
Jacobo.
He'll, he'll smile at Joe and I'll just say you could just ask her.
Oh, come on. Okay. Give me a card then, please.
John gives you the card that she gives him.
I will give a card to everyone that doesn't have one. All right.
Can you give me 2 more for my friends?
I will take the card back from Jacobo.
Nah, that's fine. That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
As for the note, I'll send it privately.
Ooh,
Ooh.
So,
naughty.
Alexandra, you said that there would be a meeting with the sheriff tomorrow. Where and what time will that be? If we are allowed to know about it.
It'll be tomorrow after the sun sets. I've already been informed of the meeting. Clarence will be here, I believe he said 2 hours after sundown.
Hmm.
Mr. Davos is also going to attend.
Good, good. The more people, the better.
Agreed. I'll see if Mr. Aluze would also want to join us.
I will attend, but only for a little oversight.
Of course.
I just kind of need to know what's going on. I might go. I mean, I'll be there at the meet, but I may or may not go. Kind of depends.
Well, that is up to you, of course, but generally speaking, I believe that at this point, most of us joining are Ancilla.
Now. Don't discount him just because he's a neonate.
Oh, I don't.
He did do a wonderful job in the taking of this city.
Yeah, my concern isn't really about y'all being Ansel going. My concern is how many neonates are going on those front lines, sort of thing.
Well, I'm only aware of one that's going for sure, and that's my own child.
Well, He kind of looks at you with a sort of questioning gaze.
Also, I'm not sure what weaponry you will all be using, but as it is a raid on the Sabbat, Clan Tremere is willing to provide any aid that we can. As this is a Tremere princedom, we feel it is our duty to ensure its protection.
I'm sure the sheriff will inform us of that at the meeting.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll get figured. Oh my god! Kind of looks at the TV. Fucking Red Sox! Hell yeah! Those are
I
my
still
boys.
don't quite understand this baseball.
Oh god, I love it when you guys say like this something. Like it's kind of like, do you know what cricket is? Have you played Rounders? I think Rounders has been around for a while. You've played Rounders, right?
I'm not the most athletically inclined.
Uh,
Kind of team sport.
I know about cricket.
It's
I
all sports ball, in my opinion.
God, I wanna just fucking die.
That
I
meeting
believe
is
you've.
arranged.
I believe you've done that already.
I haven't. I mean, I'm a fucking neonate, and I've heard that like 500 goddamn times. Jesus.
Kachi would just kind
You
of
need
lean
him.
back against Arjun.
So I didn't get over that.
Kachi would just lean back against Arjun.
You'll
All
gladly
right.
accept.
Well, I think I'm gonna hop out. I'll see y'all guys later. Thanks for Elysium. He kind of looks around.
Goodbye,
I don't know.
friend.
Alright, my taste. See you, John.
We hope to meet again. Your company was pleasant.
I mean, am I not the most pleasant? I mean, are there really any objections here?
Hatchet
Depends you are.
narrows her eyes.
I mean, that's what I thought. I mean, you're
You are
very
highly
welcome.
entertaining to us. Thank
I
you.
mean, good. It's kind of my shtick. All right. I'll see.
Skepticism is always healthy.
Yeah. I'll see you all later, and try not to die horribly to the Sabat or pissed off models or some random ghoul that Giovanni sends after you, I guess.
Same goes to you. Happy hunting.
Yeah, that sounds more like you. You should take care of that.
I am yet to meet a ghoul to punch hard enough.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry, they don't really need to punch anymore. Yes, they got a lot more tools now.
If we see anything that will lead to your death, we will give you a call.
Ah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I respect that. And
We
here's
can't
something.
let you die. We haven't burned you yet.
I mean, yeah, that's fucking creepy. See ya.
And with that, I think we can end our scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching.
Peace out,
This
bitch.
is another scene for Unmask Orlando. See you next time.